Whether it's brand spanking new or second-hand, buying a car should be one of life's great pleasures. But as I know from experience, there's a lot to think about before you can really get going. Choosing the make and model to suit your image, scouring the showrooms and small ads, and then of course finding the loot. And it's that last one that can lead to some difficult decisions and depressing compromises. Because when you do eventually find that special motor, you don't really want to be withdrawing shed loads of cash from your savings account or borrowing it from shady sources who can lead you well up the garden path.
No particular place to go.
But there's now a new way of cutting out all this nonsense thanks to the unique Alliance Leicester car purchase plan. This new scheme offers serious benefits to the car buyer because compared to other types of loans, the monthly payments are much, much lower. Most people who are thinking about a car loan have one thing on their minds: how much can I afford to pay each month? And this determines how much cash they have to spend. If it isn't enough, they could end up with something, well, rather smaller. Alliance Leicester's car purchase plan is brilliant because now car buyers have a choice. For that same monthly repayment, they can buy a more expensive car, or they can simply decide to reduce their monthly outgoings and still get the car they want. Car purchase plan works like this. Alliance Leicester realise that any car you buy will have some future value, the amount you'd expect to get back when you sell it or trade it in. We lend you money to buy the whole car, but you don't pay back any of the future value part until the end of the loan. So you pay back capital and interest on the first part and interest only on the deferred part. Because you're not paying back the capital on the deferred part of the loan, the monthly repayments are much less than a conventional loan. The future value or amount you can defer varies with the length of the loan. For example, if you take out a loan for a year, you can defer 60%. Over 2 years, you can defer half the loan amount. If you take out a loan over 3 years, you can defer 40%. And for a loan over 4 years, we let you defer 30%. Now, we've based these figures on the amount you would expect the average car to depreciate over each loan period, and they're quite clearly shown on the rate table in the brochure. So, say a customer wants to finance a car worth £10,000 over a 2-year period. Well, we reckon in 2 years' time, the average car will have depreciated by 50%. We let him defer 50% of his loan, so he only has to pay about £285 a month. So compared to around £470 a month for a conventional loan, the reductions in monthly repayments with car purchase plan are considerable. And as you'd expect from this kind of scheme, there are a whole range of different options on loan amounts and timescales, so your customers can choose the monthly repayment that suits them best. Here's another example. Our next customer has used car purchase plan to buy the apple of her eye, a convertible BMW. By spreading payments over 3 years, she's deferred 40%, about £6,000, and reduced her monthly outgoings by a solid £130 a month.